Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan. I'm a spiritual guide, a healer, and a medium. Do you currently feel as though you completely don't fit in to society right now? Right now, are you feeling as though you're walking on a path completely all alone as far as your path of self-discovery? If so, stick around because I have an important message for you. Let's get started. For the last month or so, I've been feeling as though I'm no longer a match with this reality. I'm no longer able to fit in as far as how everything is unfolding right now, as far as how individuals are acting. I've been finding that I've been pulling myself back. I've been literally removing myself slowly out of society. Has this been happening to you right now? It's just sensing how certain individuals are just willing to literally do anything to just try to go back to how it was, literally giving away all of their basic human rights just to try to get back what they once had. Right here in Quebec, we've had a lockdown, okay, from 9:30 till 5 a.m. since December 23rd. For over a year now. It's been well over a year. Gyms have literally been closed since December 23rd. Same thing as far as going to visit friends. We're not allowed to go visit anyone. We're to remain at home. And now, as far as this vaccine that's coming out, more and more people are taking it, thinking it's going to go back to exactly how it was, and it absolutely isn't. And have you noticed how they're no longer focusing on the deaths? Now it's just the cases. Right now, Ontario has been in a lockdown it's going to be 6 weeks if they actually reopen on July 2nd. This has absolutely gone overboard. But the wonderful news is we're just about to head into eclipse seasons. And let me tell you this, certain individuals, it is going to trigger a lot of things within them. Individuals who have not had their awakening, a lot of things are going to be coming up. They are going to really, truly begin to question their reality. They're really going to truly begin to see as far as, oh my God, look at all the basic human rights that I have given up for something that has done what it's done. If we're being honest, it isn't even at the proportion where it can even be called a pandemic at this very moment. It's just like in India right now. One news report I saw as far as there's a lot of new cases as far as that new string, but they never once mentioned as far as the people that are dying out of hunger. They never mentioned the 27,000 people each and every single day that are dying of starvation over there. Therefore, is it possible all these new cases as far as the deaths, it's individuals whose immune system have been broken down through starvation? And what you're gonna notice, for those of you who've had your awakening already, look back last April, May, and June. Look at this incredible transformation that occurred. Look at what you were able to let go out of your heart, what you were able to heal. Well, now this eclipse season that's coming up is going to help you as far as beginning to discover more and more about yourself at a deeper level, beginning to discover your spiritual gifts and really, truly amping them up. But it's going to require you to put the focus on yourself. It's going to require you to invest all the time, all the resources in yourself moving forward. And if it means having to distance yourself from certain individuals moving forward, if it means having to walk your path alone for a certain amount of time, this is the choice that you must make. Because it's the same thing as far as spirituality, as far as religion. You're seeing more and more people as far as their two sides are coming out, as far as they're seeing how they are just lukewarm, whether it's spiritually lukewarm or else religiously lukewarm, only using it when it is convenient for them, not truly embodying it and making it part of their day each and every single day. But for those who are true to yourself, for those who are working on revealing what is it that you're passionate about, how is it that you want to move forward, how is it that you're able to help to raise the vibrational frequency of the collective, answers are going to start to come forth. And one little trick, as far as your higher purpose, as far as serving your life purpose, look at what spiritual gifts you have, because you are going to be incorporating this into serving others. To really start looking at this as far as what is your spiritual gifts right now. Or you have heightened intuition, you have psychic visions, are you able to sense out other people's energies? Are you receiving visions? or you just simply have an inner knowing, start thinking about what is your spiritual gifts and see how is it that you're able to use it moving forward. But as far as the collective, this is going to shock the collective as far as these eclipses that are going to be coming forth, because it's going to bring up a lot of unhealed wounds. It's going to bring up a lot of suppressed emotion. It's going to reveal to them a lot as far as their subconscious mind, as far as their self-limited beliefs. And people are going to realize at a certain point, when we're not able to go back to how it was, when the belt is staying tightened, at a certain point, it's time to take control back of our lives. At a certain point, enough is enough. But for yourself, as far as moving forward, continue to put the focus on yourself. It might be scary right now. You're completely all alone. It might feel like you're all alone, but you have a spiritual team that is with you. But it's a matter of opening up to them. It's a matter of raising your vibrational frequency, raising your level of inner happiness to really begin to feel this connection with them, to really begin to amp up as far as your spiritual practices, which is going to help gain a deeper understanding of absolutely everything and anything that you want to know, as far as your past life, as far as what you've gone through this lifetime. An example is during your early childhood, or else as far as your past lives, as far as your ancestral bloodline, discovering what gifts, what spiritual gifts did your ancestors have that passed it down to you. And as you move forward, it's truly going to be about putting the focus on yourself as far as your own inner happiness. It's really going to be about walking the most authentic path you possibly can. And sometimes that means having to put up those barriers. Sometimes it means having to say no to certain individuals, especially when you're noticing that your energy is being depleted. Because right now is not the time to remotely give out your energy if it's depleting you of your energy. You still need to do some inner work. You still need to learn certain things at a deeper level. You still need to figure things out, which is fine, because right now it is just your vibrational frequency. It is just you being you, which is going to help to trigger other individuals to awaken around you. And as far as beginning to meet other like-minded individuals, as far as beginning to attract your soul tribe, it is truly once you discover how is it that you want to move forward in the most authentic way, that these individuals are going to start to come forth, because they're going to have an example. If you need help with something, if you need to understand things at a deeper level, that is when they're going to appear. But as far as right now, if you're feeling alone, as far as if you're currently struggling with certain things, you have certain blockages that are holding you back from taking that step, taking that next step, open up to your angels and your guides as far as what is blocking you. Open up to angels and guides as far as what resources are you needing to have come forth. What type of situation do you need to have evaporate, therefore being able to let go? Example, that fear, that stress, that anxiety, that worrying, and be open to receiving. View all these manifestations, view all these different things that are going to come forth as a reward for you letting your light shine for all the right reasons, as a reward for you being the most authentic version of yourself moving forward, not caring what anyone else thinks about you, because you're aware that your vibrational frequency is going to repel them away, and you're aware that it is going to help bring forth everything that your heart desires, and it's going to come forth in the perfect divine timing. Once you're able to get this, understand this, that it's not that you have to do something more, as in you have to put in more time, more effort, more energy into something before it comes forth, but you're being given the gift of time. You possibly could be learning a very valuable lesson that's coming forth, because your manifestation is an example. You might have been thinking too small. You might have been thinking too small, and God has much bigger plans for you. But there's certain things that you need to understand. There might be certain minor changes you need to do in your life in order to prepare yourself to assume that level of responsibility. Because as far as our manifestation, it's not always just going to fall in our lap and then afterwards we just have it and that's it. Sometimes it requires us to continue to head down a certain path. So don't view it, if you're currently struggling with the law of attraction, don't view it as you're doing something wrong. Don't view it as I'm just not a vibrational match to it right now. Look as far as what changes are you able to do from within. Example, envisioning what is the version of myself doing each and every single day to have the type of life that I desire. and start to implement this each and every single day. As an example, I love to lift weights. Well, for myself, lifting weights is part of my workday. It is included in my work schedule. Lifting weights each and every single day is in my work schedule. I don't fit my weightlifting time around my work schedule. I include it in it. And you're going to be able to do this. You're going to notice that once you start moving forth in the most authentic way, you're going to discover that you're going to be able to start to manage your time that much better. And you're going to notice all of a sudden, you're going to start to receive the resources from many different places. That's going to allow you to have the free time. And the free time, it doesn't always have to be constantly always pushing forth, working on something, just putting, all of your time and energy into this. Because you have to have some time to have some fun. You have to have, examples, something to look forward to in the future. And just trust that everything's going to happen in the perfect divine timing. It's just like right now, the collective, the majority, we're still well over 50% of individuals haven't awakened yet. But there's cosmic events that is going to be happening over the next several couple of years that is going to trigger more and more individuals to awaken. But right now, as far as convincing someone, those days are over. It's fine to let someone know what you think, but the majority of individuals right now are extremely closed off, especially since they got the vaccine. Right now, they're extremely closed off as far as opening up, as far as what's the agenda, how are things going to be unfolding. But work on yourself, connect with your angels and your guides, connect with your higher self in order to truly reveal to yourself as far as what your spiritual gifts, and really begin to amp them up. And what's important is begin to trust them. As far as my intuition, I trusted 110% moving forward. The majority of my decisions that I made, the major decisions that I made moving forward, seemingly, as far as this matrix, might seem like the completely wrong choice. But I'm aware that it might be when I make that decision, that current situation, it's going to put me in a very deep level of feeling uncomfortable. But it's my level of faith, my knowing, my certainty that is making me feel completely zen and relaxed as I go through these shifts, as I take these leaps of faith. Because as far as my reality, I'm going to be real honest with you, as far as my reality, as far as material goods, I couldn't care less as of this very moment. As long as I have what I need in order to continue to push forward in the direction I'm pushing forth, I can get that abundance down the road. For me, it doesn't matter. For me, it is about the journey. For me, it is about the journey of self-discovery. For me, there's more important things than right now, as example, having a certain type of materialistic good come forth. I'm really focusing in on, here's the path that I have chosen. Here's the path that I can sense that I'm being drawn to start to move down. And I'm asking for everything that I need in order to help continue to align me more and more as far as serving my higher purpose. And once you start to do this, you're going to know it's going to release so many stresses. Because why do you think most people are stressed out right now? They are up to here as far as financially. They're above and beyond what they're capable of spending each and every single month. And that's one way that this matrix keeps you locked in there. Get that car over an 8-year span. See how much you're going to like it after 4. But that's how it is. They keep you basically, you're so tight financially that you can't even afford to take a day off when you're actually sick. But once you stop caring about any materialistic good, once you start to simplify your life and you actually look after yourself as far as your inner happiness, as far as creating this inner peace, as far as, if right now, example, physically, you want to get yourself physically fit, there's something that you want to change, starting to take action on this. Start to create from within, and you're going to see it's going to unfold in your reality. You're going to notice. That's when manifesting becomes effortlessly, is when you look from within, instead of always looking on the outside as far how am I able to resolve this problem, how am I able to change someone else's view, someone else's opinion, and you look inwards, it makes the journey that much smoother. And as far as attracting individuals in your life, be open. Be open. And sometimes you do have to get yourself out there. Sometimes you do have to, go to certain places when you're just feeling guided. Why is it that I feel like going to grab a coffee at this coffee shop? Trust your intuition. Once you start doing this, once you start trusting your intuition, you're going to notice incredible individuals are going to start to come in your life. That it's going to change your life forever. You're going to be making those soul connections. And that's what it's all about. It's about making these connections. It's about feeling good. It's about feeling your way forward in life. And coming out here, it used to be only 2, 3, 4 times a week. It is now literally each and every single day. I spend hours in nature. I feel like I'm at home here in nature. It is peaceful, it is calm. And that's why I'm 44 years old and I don't have to take any prescription, no medication whatsoever, because I don't have that stress. I don't have that worry. I look after myself physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually. So get yourself out in nature. If you're remotely feeling stressed, if you remotely have any type of anxiety, any type of worry, continue to amp up your meditative practices. Continue starting with feeling that love, feeling that joy, feeling that bliss, letting out that gratitude, becoming more and more grateful for what you have, and then begin to envision what you have and then switch it up to what is it that you want to have come forth. And remember, everything is going to happen in perfect divine timing. And sometimes you just need to be a little bit more patient in order to receive something much bigger and much better than you thought that you deserved. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.